guys, everyone else was ready up. I thought you only had to ready up when the time was
Ik heb staan dat King Kodiak en Riot...
They're probably doing some sort of commentary bullshit. I'm watching the track.
We're waiting for starts when the first person presses at once.
There wasn't a countdown on my screen.
Would be nice to live in those houses.
It's the same as what I had.
Be right back.
Would be nice to live on those houses. Apartments.
The countdown will come for itself.
With Nuka being the one having issues with getting into the lobby or staying in, maybe if he leaves again, it's gonna work. I mean, I've had experience a few times in another league, but I mean, yeah, that's the question.
You could just show me that he's watching a pit lane.
He should let you rejoin, but you might get a delayed lights out again.
Yeah, I've had that glitch before.
That didn't work.
I hope it will come.
Too late for the commentators.
In case the countdown doesn't start. Oh, King Kodiak was the issue. Yeah.
Who is streaming it?
Ryan and King Kodiak.
Anyone for Carlos site starting on Slicks?
Depends.
When it's raining,
Then it'll stop raining quickly. Seconds.
I'm sure everyone's gonna love this rain.
I've done so much wet practice. Total of
Have you?
0 laps. Same here. I thought it never rains in Australia. So are you really on the super soft? Has someone actually done a signs?
You can't when it's raining.
I wouldn't not let you.
No, it doesn't let you choose tries in the rain. I mean, someone could pit in on lap 1 for super softs, but...
That'd be a bit pointless.
Dry tyres, wet track challenge.
League Racing Edition.
Did you get back in the session, Mika? Hopefully bit in for the grid. Yep. So if you start at 14th, so chicane directly behind you, and whoever's on the right side right at the back as well. Need to be careful for a potential next one.
Try not to go from the formation like I did.
Oh, I nearly did.
Well, good luck, people. Have fun this first race.
Good luck.
So good luck, guys.
And be careful as well, in case you get the reverse delay start. You can actually go for No, we're just parking
We're
on
just
the
spinning up. We're just waiting for someone to say AI.
Good luck, guys.
Alright, good luck, Rob.
Good luck.
Good luck, guys.
Try not to spin it out in the rain.
Take it easy at the start, please.
Yeah, please do. It's the start of season 13.
else.
This is the battle we're keeping an eye on right now. We do know there's other battles going on, but this is the main one to focus on right now, as my game is not letting me change to on board, which is a bit annoying on my front end. So that's great.
Well, welcome to Cody's interface for you.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. In that shot, the shot I've just had, we can see Marco's Red Bull bearing down on them. Again, Berg not able to attack the Ferrari. He's got DRS this time. Can he do anything on the inside of turn 3? But no, he bails out of that one, realizing he's running out of room and doesn't go for it.
Just want to add, Marco is losing time now. 3 attempts he lost on that lap, so I think his tyres are gone, completely gone. Now
it wouldn't at all surprise me, but it also wouldn't surprise me if these two, their tyres don't last much longer. The amount they've had to push and defend from each other, I wouldn't be surprised if their tyres don't fare much better, or Berg's at least.
We'll have to wait and see. We have got a PC Split One driver in the chat on YouTube who's watching us from New York City. It is Wycombs.
Hey, Wycombs!
Is it? I just want to quickly say Massachusetts is making a move on Nolly. There's been a bit of contact there between the two there. Luckily, no damage I can see from Massachusetts' point of view right there. But this is the battle focus. He's going down the inside, but he backs out of it right there as he's driving as everyone's favourite English driver, Jolyon Palmer, this year. So on there, and he nearly went for the move, but he backed out of it right there. So great to have you on board, Wycombs. Hope you're having a great time in New York, and we're great to see you next week in I can't remember what the next round is actually, because I know they're not running the full season. They're running 15 races.
We've lost Safso from the race then. Unfortunately, his bad luck has culminated in a DNF. What a shame. Starting third. He's rejoined. He's got a connection problem as Berg's dived on the inside of turn 1 and taken the lead from the Ferrari. What a bold move. And the Ferrari's not letting them go at all.
I do apologise to the YouTubers on my side, because there's a battle going on for P9 that I'm really keeping an eye on now. Max.
Oh, side by side. Sorry, Ryan, I've cut you off very unceremoniously. They're still side by side. That's P1 and 2. It's Berg and I've forgotten who it is. It's Nick B. I had Nicky stuck in my head. I knew it wasn't right. Oh, goodness me. Berg is determined to hang on to that. I have seen your question there, Hayden. I will answer it when I get a chance to breathe. With these two going at it hammer and tongue, let's go on board with and you can see how close they are as they go onto the back straight. Sorry, Ryan, on you go.
Just want to quickly say, Nick Nooker's in the chat right now on YouTube. He says, my front left tyre just left the car. So I think he had an incident with the wall or something, lost his tyre. So that's unfortunate for Nooker.
That's a shame.
Saf as well quickly. He has had issues with connection, so I'm glad to see him back in the session. But Nick B's trying to go around the outside of Berg. This is not going to. Oh wow!
It's going badly. Yeah, that was inevitable. Unfortunately, that the Mercedes was going to run the Ferrari out of room.
The thing is, Marco now 3 seconds behind right now, and he's going to close the gap even more right now. So as Nick
is in.
He has to.
Nick is in.
He's going to try and do the undercut here.
I'm curious to see why Nick is coming before Berg. I would have thought Berg would have had the greater wear, but it's medium tyres for the Ferrari. That's not a surprise. Oh no, Christmas tree lights.
Yeah,
Christmas tree lights bloody tyres. I'm going to see what race director says. Race director is usually right on this one.
He's on mediums on my screen. Oh, now he's gone to softs.
It's super softs. It is super softs for the. No, that's Marco. I beg your pardon.
I think he's on mediums. I'm pretty sure.
It is medium, yeah.
So
it is medium. It's selling as softs and mediums when the game feels like it for me at the moment.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a glitch, so we do apologise on our front. So lots of.
Now he's still under pressure by Massachusetts, and that's exactly where Nick B has appeared. He's in 5th position. Okay, to answer your question, Hayden, what does split 1 and 2 mean as the name for the leads? Basically, there were. Oh goodness me! Oh no, there's an impact with the wall and the Renault. So as I was trying to answer that question, that's Massachusetts has had a moment and has thrown it into the wall. Lost his front wing, colossal damage to that Renault.
That's a shame. That's a real shame. One thing I want to mention, Marco, I did mention earlier his tyres. Surely the Super Softs will be cooked by now. He's gone longer than Nick B, I have to say. I'm very surprised he's gone this long on these tyres. Fizzy's still at the back of the field, unfortunately, so Wildcoms, you're going to be a bit disappointed maybe with your teammate today, I'm not going to lie to you. But Marco is now in the pits. I'm going to just go quickly keep an eye on where Berger's. Berger's still out there, but what's Marco going to go on? I believe he's going to go on mediums, and that is very close to being a penalty there, a speeding penalty.
That was very, very close.
Very close, and he's going on to the soft tyre for Marco FD, so he's going to be pitting.
Is he going to make them last that long? Well, he made Super Softs last this long, so yeah, I imagine he probably would make them last that long.
But where's Nick B in all this? Nick B is completely gone. He's just coming in towards turn 1, and he's
way ahead of Marco at this point. So
Nick B going for the undercut. So he's making that last. Let's just go.
He's got no one around him, so it's an opportune time for him to really push hard and try and get ahead of Berg. Where is Berg? He's just come around. That's heading down to 13. On we go.
Sure. I'm just watching Saffron, who's back in the session, which is great to see. Of course, disconnections, which I was frequent user of, unfortunately. So he's done a good job to come back in the session. He's down in 17th. He's got a Haas ahead of him of Fugo Toro. I'm pretty sure that's how not to say his name.
Fugo Toro.
I did mention this in the forums to everyone. If I do get names wrong, I do apologise. My pronunciations are useless, as my subscribers will know very well. But yeah.
No, they resume their positions. 30 seconds. Saf hanging around the.
Holding on very well as I've just joined. I do apologise on the YouTube side. YouTube has been a bit of a pain for streaming recently, so I just thought I'd clear one up there. So it's not.
That's nearly 3 wide as we're going into turn 6.
Oh, Nick B nearly lost it out of under the middle sector there. Very close there, I have to say. Berg's holding on though, but behind them there's a tasty battle going on.
Oh, that's nearly 4 wide from sort of turn 6 downwards. Massachusetts up to 6th. Saf is having a terrible run here in the wet. He's going to lose another position to the Toro, so he does. That's Nally that's come through into 7th. He's under pressure by Max AFC, who as they break into that turn 9-10 complex. He's Saf is now down to 8th, but he's now having a look at the Toro of Nally ahead of him. Let's jump on board with Saf. Let's see what he's going to do here. No, he's lost the momentum.
I think McLaren's just got behind as well. Just before I mention that.
Goodness me. Yeah, absolutely. So we get down to Max then. He's under pressure by Fab Racer. Nearly 3 wide as they're coming into the penultimate turn. No, they resume their positions. I'll force into that. Fugataro.
Nani nearly lost it out of the last corner there, but held it beautifully. I've got to give him that. At this point, but Nick B still leading this Grand Prix, but a bit of a disappointment start from Saffron, I've got to say, dropping a few positions, but it is his first league race. He will take a little bit of time to get used to these conditions and also to these drivers, because and he nearly gets into the back. I believe that's Afro in the McLaren, and he's going to go around the outside.
Outside manoeuvre! What a brave move!
Couldn't get it done though.
Fair play to give it a try though. So it did sort of a bit of nerve probably before the race got underway. He's now getting back into his rhythm. Let's see how he gets on. I'm going to jump back up to the front of the field if I've gone the wrong way through the damn names. Nick B's run off.
There's been a bit of contact. From behind. Saf's. And there's been a big crash. There's a big crash in the mid pack. Saf's unfortunately got into a few drivers there. Unfortunately, that is not what we want to see. And I think Saf has lost a bit of his front wing. Unfortunately, on there. That is a bit of a disappointment for him. But he's still continuing on though, so fair play to him to continue out there. We're going to go keep an eye on this mid-pack actually. Nicky in P13, but ahead of him, there's a battle going on for P11, I believe, of Nooker and Kalon. So we've got to keep an eye on this. We're going to go on board, hopefully, if I can get this button working. There we go. Of Nooker as he's getting to that slipstream. Remember, no DRS in these intermediate conditions. So just thought I want to clear up to anyone who's new to the AOR. Oh, and Nooker nearly going to the back of Kalon there. But he's got who's he got behind him? Is that Chicane behind? No, it's not Chicane.
No, it's Nicky in the Renault that's directly behind Nooker. Nooker, of course, on the Red Bull. That's big old streamer car still very close together. There's Saf, I believe. It is Safso is. I was going to say he's the only Williams, but he's not. Larkso was the other. I beg your pardon. So as the field now begins to get into the rhythm, it's still pretty tightly packed. Look at that.
Got to say, Nicky's being very conservative on his tyres. I've got to say, short shifting quite a lot out of the corners. We may have a battle here. I've just seen two Force Indias fighting away. I think it's Fella and also Max who are fighting for P8. So the two Force Indias having a nice inter-team battle, which is what we want to see.
Oh dear, Fab Racer is in. He's already changing his tyres. He must have had a problem. He's down in last position now. So we saw he was up way at the order earlier on. He's now down in last, just coming out of the pits. And Nicky is away. And my interface is getting all confused now.
I've got to say, Nick B is putting out a gap to Berg, I've got to say, to about 2.5 seconds right now. And there's a battle going on behind him. I think Laxo and Marco FD having a nice cheeky battle, which we want to see. Marco FD, a former PC Split 1 champion. Laxo coming, I believe, from Split 2, as I think he won Split 2 last season. I could be wrong, but
I think I didn't look.
I think he did win. But if anyone is from Split 2, please clarify it to us in the chat. But and he loses it nearly going on the curb there in that last sector. He's driving as Valtteri Bottas in the Williams. But if you just joined us, welcome to the first race of Season 13 of the AOR PC Split 1. Myself, Ryan and Kodak are both streaming this on YouTube respectively and Twitch as well. So if you want to keep an eye on different angles of perspective from the race, you're more than happy to go to either one of our channels as well. And if you want to join the conversation, use the hashtag AOR Australia in the YouTube chat, Twitch chat, or in Twitter as well. And at the end of the race with the interviews, we're getting your questions in, guys, from the hashtag AOR Australia. So get those questions in if you want yours answering at the end of the race.
Saf's day goes from bad to worse. He's down to 14th now. Oh, and he's all out of shape at turn 2. He's now lost that position to Mathis, I believe. Oh, he's alongside Mathis in the Haas. Round the outside at turn 3. Oh my goodness me, can he hold on to the inside of 4? Oh, he goes up on the curve. It's going to lose him momentum. The Haas now has the inside of the next corner. That's Fizzy in the manor right behind him. And that is going to be advantage to Haas. Oh, and Fizzy jives on in there. Oh, wow, what an opportunistic move by the manor there. And so, dear, Sasso's race is going from bad to worse.
Just want to clarify, from non-runner, obviously we know him very well, from PC Split 1 last season. We were correct. Laxo was last season's champion in Split 2. We moved to Split 1, so thank you very much for the clarification, non-runner. Do appreciate it.
Thank you, non-runner.
Fizzy, I've got to say, not particularly doing well, I've got to say. I know him very well from racing with him on PC, being a teammate of his on Xbox, and obviously being racing against him for many years on theirs. He just cut the corner a little bit there, so he will be getting a cheeky warning. But now we know Fizzy very well for not getting penalties. I think he went a penalty, like no penalties throughout last season. I could be wrong.
A vast majority of it.
A Ferrari, I've got to say, there's a Ferrari going very slowly. I think it's Kalon.
It's Kalon.
I don't know if he's got a puncher or whatnot, but he's going very slowly right now. He's just been overtaken by Fizzy.
And Saf nearly hit him.
Oh, I don't know if he's got. No, he hasn't got a puncher. So I don't know what's gone on with him, Kalon. I don't know if he's had an issue, or he's just maybe his wheel disconnected. I'm not too sure what happened there. But I've got to say
descended through the order.
There are battles up and down the field. I've got to say, there's a battle on for I believe it's for P9. It's one. Nicky's leading it. Then we've got the two Force Indias, and then we've got a Red Bull of Nooker as well. So lots of action. I've got to say, this is what we want. Nice, interesting battles through up and down the field, and we'll try to cover as many as we can, as we tried to do that in the last race when we did a pre-season race at Spa. We had loads of battles going on. So hopefully these guys don't do a lot of battles from up and down the field there. So
looking at Mathis, and he's under a lot of pressure by Fizzy. Is the manor going to be able to do an overtake on him? No, now Kalon suddenly got back into his stride. Oh, that's really, really close between the manor and the Ferrari. Fizzy having to really be careful there. Kalon having to get out of it, surely, to avoid an impact. And on they go then. I'm just going to jump on board with Kalon just so you can see. Whoa, and these conditions are very, very wet, but obviously not wet enough for full wet tyres.
Well, I just want to just jump in there. It is getting drier, I've got to say, the track, and it has stopped raining as well, so they have to be thinking surely at some point to pit here. Now, the strategy I would go, and someone's gone off ahead of them. I think that's a Red Bull. I'm not too sure who that was, but there was, it is off.
That's Nooker. Nooker in the Red Bull is descending through the order. He's in trouble. Is here? That's one of our Saubers. Has he got a puncture? No, he doesn't. So it looked like that Nooker had lost it, and he was trying not to, upset the cars coming through by jumping back onto the racing line. He doesn't pit, so whatever problems he's had, he is continuing with them.
I've got to say, I think he just braked too late for the corner and just lost it. So I think from what I saw in the distance, it was a very quick reaction for me to spot that, but he just braked too late for the corner, just locked his front right and then just went in.
Drifting around turn 2. I was on board with him when he did it. The rally style coming in there.
We'll go up to the front of the field quickly. We've not really covered the leaders at the minute. Nick B's still leading this one by not much actually. Berg's actually caught him up by about a second since we last looked at him. 2.5 was the gap when I last looked at him. 1.4.
Yeah, Berg has broken away from Laxo then. The Williams still has Marco for company, although not straight on his gearbox. So those two are in their own battle. Nally in 5th position, having a pretty decent race here in the Toro Rosso. Massachusetts in the Renault in 6th position, not far behind. Then we have Afro in the McLaren, just runs a little bit wide at turn 10, I think that is. Chicane in the other Toro Rosso has the other Renault of Nicky. That's a battle for 8th position then. Can the Renault do anything about it? He's having a look on the inside.
Just sorry to interrupt you there. Berg is in the pits. He's the first man to change onto the dry tyres. Very risky strategy this from Berg, and he's going onto the soft tyre. It's all kicking off in the pits right now.
Very brave. That's a very brave man.
Laxo's in the pits as well. What's he going to go on? If you want to cover the Red Bull driver of Marco, that would be great. And Laxo's going on the mediums.
It's super soft for Marco. Super soft then for the Red Bull.
This is going to be interesting right now. Is it too wet for dries, or is it fine now to jump onto those dry? This is going to be a very tough call for drivers right now on the track.
Oh, that's Laxo that's in trouble. He's giving it way too many beans trying to get out of the pit lane. There's Kalon coming through in the other Ferrari, and that's Marco going straight off the track.
AI. I've got to say, we'll just give a shout out to your AI. We'll find out where he is. Where are you?
How Sauber would love some of that in the real
You're
world.
P15, unfortunately, so you're not in the points.
That's a shame.
But we'll just keep an eye on the battle. We'll go through the field quickly with you guys. For you, but this is the main battle we're focusing on. What a cracker to start off the first race of season 13. Right there, we could have either a Ferrari or a Mercedes winning this Grand Prix, which is sort of real life, of course, with 2017
Indeed.
on there. So we'll wait and see. Berg getting some slipstream and DRS down the main straight. They're still going. The gap is 3 tenths of just under 4 tenths actually, as Berg will get DRS. I'm going to try and jump on board when we are indeed. Twitch there from the back of Berg there, losing that back end a little bit. But as I said, if these two keep fighting with 4 laps to go, Marco's not far away from this lead pack. He's just coming into shot now. 5.3 seconds the gap. He's got to just hope and pray Berg and Nick B have an incident of some sort to close that gap down. And I believe he's on the soft tyres as well, so he's in the same boat as Berg in terms of trying to get these tyres to the Grand Prix. But we know Marco can save his tyres during a stint, and as he's Max Verstappen, we kind of are sure he's going to catch up to these guys very quickly.
On board then with Berg, you can just see how he's determined. He can't play the time game now with only 3.5 laps to go as they come along that back straight down through turns 11 and 12, hoping to get a better drive through that tyre. He did it a little bit too wide on 12, but he's nailed to Nick B's gearbox. Coming into 13, nothing he can do there at the moment.
Just want to give a shout out to Cody's with this beautiful helicopter shot we've got. Well, I've got on my screen right now for the leaders. I've got to say props to them for the replay cameras this game. And Berg there, very aggressive in the penultimate corner. Prost there, but coming on to start lap 27. Nick B knows he's there. This is going to be very tasty into turn 1 here. Berg.
Surely there's a DRS dive on the inside for the Mercedes.
No, he's not.
No, he decided
Backs
not
out
to
of
this
it.
time.
I think he's going to wait until the last lap. He's just seeing what possible opportunities. I say that, he could be wrong.
Oh, he's having a look at the inside for 2. No.
He's going on the outside, actually. He's going to go around the outside. And
he got run out of space.
That was very close. Shout out to Afro, by the way. He did get the fastest up of the Grand Prix just now. And he's on the charge right now. And is that Fizzy behind? It is Fizzy's car who's still going there.
Whoops.
But
he just went slightly off as I looked at him there.
But Afro's catching up to Laxo now. This is for P4 in the Grand Prix. So Afro doing a fantastic job for McLaren as I'm getting the Phantom Christmas light moment again with Lacto's car. I think he's on the soft tyres. He was on super softs at one point.
I will double check for you.
But he's on the softs. He's under pressure then from Afro right now. But the back at the front then, it's still anyone's guess who's going to win this one. I think I think he's not going to catch them. I think 5.5 seconds is the gap. I just don't think
he's not really gaining anything with the amount of laps to go.
He needs definitely needs Berg and Nick B to have an incident right now. But we'll quickly just run through the field very quickly before, if you want to just keep an eye on the leaders, Kodak, for me.
I certainly will.
So Nick B leads then with Berg in second place. So we'll just watch them through turn 1 actually. We'll just quickly go through them to go on to lap 28. 2 laps to go. Who's your money on, lads, in the chat? Let me know who you're rooting for between these two drivers then, as Berg will stay behind for the time being. But we've got Marco in 3rd. We've got Afro in 4th. Laxo in 5th now, as I think Afro got past him there. Fella up to P6. Then we've got Max. Then we've got Chicane, Massachusetts, Kalon, Mathis, Fugo, Fab Racer, yourself, Kodiak, and Fizzy completes the field then.
Why am I representing you all? That's so strange.
I don't know. It's really weird, I've got to say. But I don't know who to put your money on now. There's lots of people going on right now saying Nick B. Some are saying Berg. This is going to be very exciting. We will try and go through the rest of the field and see if there's any battles going on right now. But this is the main one we're focusing on. What a way to end this first race of Season 13. This is what we want right now.
This race has flown by. I don't know how you feel on that one, Ryan, but it has disappeared.
It's just gone. Blah. It's just gone.
Yeah.
Just thought I'd put
use the correct.
Nick B. That's going to give Berg a chance here to close that gap, but he has to make a move, I think, before turn 3 or after turn 3.
I think I'm beginning to wonder where the best of Berg's tyres have gone, because it doesn't look like he's quite as close to Nick as he has been in previous laps. I reckon Berg's burnt those tyres out.
So here we go then.
We will see.
On to the last lap then they go. Nick B leads this race. Berg with DRS. We're going to jump on board with Berg here as he comes down the straight then. It's all about tyres now.
Nick's heart is going to be up in his mouth at this point.
We'll have to wait and see. Berg, a beautiful run. I think he's just run a little bit wide though out of 2. He's got the DRS. He's got to go for a lunge. I'm sorry, but he has to if he wants to win this Grand Prix. But he backs out of it again. He tried to go around the outside of it, but just can't get it done. Nick B doing
great defensive move from Nick though. He parked his car perfectly right in the middle. Oh, and there's a slight bit of oversteer on the exit of 7. That is not going to help at all. That is going to give the momentum to the Mercedes. Can he use it? Having a look on the inside at 9. He's again, that's a little bit too quick to be thinking about. Too fast in the corner to be thinking about that move.
This is going to be close. This is, I've got to say. I think this could be one of the closest finishes, like we saw in Abu Dhabi in the last race of the season with Nick B and non-runner. So I'm just gone to Fizzy for some reason. I'll just give him a little bit of moment of fame on the stream for any Fizzy fans right there. But they're coming through the final sector. They go then. Nick B versus Berg. Who is going to win this Grand Prix? Berg's had a great run actually, and this is going to. He's got to go for it. He's got to go around the outside.
Again, perfectly parked right in the middle of the track for Nick.
He's got a good exit though.
Yeah, exactly that.
He's got a great exit there, and this is going to be close. Coming into Prost, Berg's going for it. Oh, he just locks up there. Nick B defensively, brilliantly done there. They come through the final corner. Berg's going to get DRS here. This is going to be very close, I've got to say. They're coming up to the line. Who's going to win this Grand Prix? It's going to be Berg.
Oh, it was Berg! Nick backed out of it!
No,
he could have run out of fuel.
I think
Nick B won, big button.
Nick B, my timing screen says Berg's won it, but...
Yeah, that's actually started to flicker.
Oh,
I'm not sure.
We're not sure who's won this one.
If Nick B, because he suddenly backed off, I reckon Nick B ran out of fuel.
We'll have to get clarification once we get into the final results there, but this is unclassified results right now. as Fenner's run out of fuel for P6, and he's just been overtaken by his teammate.
I passed 0.04.
Sorry to interrupt right now between Massachusetts, Kadon and Mathis. This is a freeway scrap. I may as well say it right now, freeway horse going on. You guys know what I'm on about in the YouTube chat, but Massachusetts just comes home in P7, and I think the Force India's just run out of fuel and got overtaken by Massachusetts.
Behind you on this thing as well?
P7
On this, so we're going to see the last race
I don't know how.
and I think you'll be the last man to cross.
Always, you have to have like
13th
plus
place
0.1. I've had that increment quite a few times.
Berg did win it.
Yeah,
He
like
did win it.
it will run out of fuel even though you've still got like plus. I try to have at least plus 0.1 to be
I
safe.
think he had like plus 10 or something, 0.10. So not much more than you.
I had 3 people spin out and crash. 2 in front, 1 behind me chasing, and then someone ran out of fuel on the last lap. So I was pretty lucky in that race. Great race though, guys.
I don't even know where I finished.
Why did you go for the medium tire, Nick?
Because I pitted too early by accident, didn't realise what lap we're on, and then didn't want to risk the soft. So went to medium and ran out of fuel instead.
Yeah,
Nice race.
when I didn't get past you on the start finish straight, leading to the last lap, I thought, that's it. I mean, I'm gonna try and push, but that's it.
Let it run out of fuel at the end. Something like that.